So I'm so happy that I'm here with my friend Dominic Chianese. My dear friend from a long time ago came to visit to look at my comedy museum. Isn't this amazing that we could share this together?
I am so, it's more than entertainment. It's a breath of fresh air to see such wonderful talent, put together by Jeffrey. That's because Jeffrey's very empathetic, and he's a talented man. That's what, only a talented, empathetic guy can get all these people opposed to him like this.
Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. It was so fun reminiscing because Dominic remembers all these people.
Of course.
Milton Berle and Jerry Lewis. And
I'm 95 years old.
95, but doesn't look it.
No.
And is still sharp.
My son Dominic says I'm looking a day over 91.
Yeah, his son is a comedian too, Dominic Chianese Jr. So we're going to go and look at my Sopranos wall because I have a picture of Dominic and I from 20 years ago, and we're going to update it. And we're about to look at my Sopranos wall. Dominic starred in the Sopranos as Uncle Junior, and so starting from the top, you recognize everybody?
Yeah, Mr. James Gandolfini himself, star of the show. He held that show up on his shoulders.
He did, right? He held the show up.
I said that many times. He was the man. He was just a wonderful, not only a wonderful actor, but a wonderful guy.
Mm-hmm.
We all missed him. Men were crying. Then there's Frank Vincent.
Frank Vincent, right.
Who is he? Where is he with you?
Yeah, he's with me.
How long ago was that taken?
I don't remember how long any of these were. I'd say maybe 15 years ago.
Frank was so nice to me to be. He because we went down to Nashville together. We played music, and because of him, I got on the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because him and I we went down to Nashville, and we asked the kids. He took the drum, and I asked for the guitar. And there was a guy there, and he said, "Who's singing that song?" Well, they said it was Uncle Junior. He put me on there.
Isn't that something? Oh, so you performed. You performed on the Grand.
And that was the first song I sang was "A Fool Such as I," an old Hank Snow song. And then dubbed. My manager said at the time, he said, "Why don't you do an Italian song?" So I think I was the first one to ever sing an Italian song, and they listened down there. And I left that stage, I was crying.
And that's such a great story.
Well, because Frank and I were there.
And Frank Vincent was one of the scariest characters on the show.
Yeah, but he was a friendly guy.
He was a friendly guy.
Yeah, very friendly.
Very friendly, but on the show, very scary.
Very scary, yeah.
Yeah. Now Vince Curatola, you recognize him below? Yeah. Who was playing a doctor?
Who's in the white?
Yeah. Johnny Sack.
Oh yeah, Johnny Sack. Oh, Vince opened. He opened for me at this cutting room last year, a couple of years ago.
Really?
And he's a good singer too, besides an actor. Very talented guy.
Do you know why he's dressed as a doctor?
No.
Because HBO wouldn't let him perform as a gangster. It was part of his contract. I wrote a movie called I Am Woody about a mob boss who's obsessed with Woody Allen. Mm-hmm. He's a violent guy, but he loves Woody Allen. And he survives a mob hit, and he comes out of it with amnesia. And now he really thinks he's Woody Allen, but he's 6'5" and 300 pounds. So he's a huge Woody Allen. I'll show you the video afterwards. I'd love you to watch it with me. Yeah, and he thinks he's small and thin, so he's afraid of his own men. And they have to convince him to go to a sit down. They tell him it's a meeting to raise money for his new movie because he thinks he's Woody Allen.
That's very good.
So. Yeah, so I'm going to show you that after. So if you come around this way, come nice and slow.
Yeah.
Be careful of this mat here.
I'm careful.
Okay. You're going to see.
Oh, let me stand over there. Want me to get over there?
Yeah, please, if you can get in over there.
Yeah, I get in there.
Okay, that's great.
I can tell you about every one of these people.
Yeah, this is very exciting to see you talk about it. So if you look up, starting at the top.
At the top, you got Steve Sciarippa and Tony Sirico.
Right.
And they were two very important characters in the show. You got Tony, who was, when he stole the coffee pot, and said, "Why they got this from the Italian?" I mean, he was so funny.
He was
funny. Then Steve Sciarippa, Bobby Bacala, with his stomach, and
he does a lot of comedy events,
because he used to work in Las Vegas. He worked with the comics in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's right. He was
Steve has got stage worthy, and he was wonderful in the show. And Bacala, we had great scenes together. You tried to crack me up, but he couldn't crack me up. He was to crack Jimmy up. He came into a scene once with a large dildo, and then Jimmy cracked up. And Michael Imperioli, that kid had the toughest role of all. What a great actor. Great actor.
Yeah, Michael is
Michael,
great.
Wonderful actor. That's why he's there with you. And so you can't say anything more than that. He's
Right.
so unbelievable.
Next to him up there, Vinny Pastore,
Vinny Pastore,
Big Pussy.
Big Pussy was so great for the first 1 season and a half, and then they had to kill him off.
Yeah.
David said, and poor Vinny was so upset. We were all upset when he left. Because Vinny is a very intelligent actor. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's a really smart guy and a really nice guy. I like Vinny a lot.
I mean, we got along so much great. I love all these guys. And Stevie Van Zandt.
Stevie Van Zandt, yeah.
He's the one that got coding it out of me in the show. He took me in the studio and he said, "Come on, give it to me, Darren." Because I thought in the studio you can sing sort of, you have to be pure. Give it to me. And then David Chase heard it and he put it on the show.
What was that?
Stephen Van Zandt.
Right, no, but what song was that?
It's Coding it out, Ungrateful Heart. That started because I was at a
Oh,
party.
I seem to remember, and you sang it on the show, on The
the show,
Sopranos.
yeah. Very
And that
important.
was because Stevie encouraged you?
Stevie got it out of me for the recording.
Oh,
He
fantastic.
took me into a studio and he made me. He said, "Come on, really sing it." Like I'm in a nightclub. I was trying to be pure, like being in. I didn't know about recordings that much, but he got it out of me, Stevie, and he was just a wonderful. He was great. David picked him, and he had never done any real.
David
acting
Chase
before.
had a great eye for
He had a
talent,
great
I'll tell
eye
you
for
that.
talent.
And Steve told me why he always wears that bandana. Something to do with his hair. I think he said he
guess
lost his hair
yeah.
at a young age.
I may have to do that because I have something in my head again. Drea Timatero is a genius. She was wonderful with Michael Imperioli's girlfriend.
Yeah, Drea
She
was
was so-
fantastic.
Yeah.
And Kathy Narducci.
Katya Narducci's the epitome Italian girl from the neighborhood. David called it a moral center of the show. She said, "I never thought I'd be a moral center." But she was so good, especially in the Chaz Palminteri and the Bronx Tale.
Oh, yeah.
She carried that over, and she and the wonderful John Ventimiglia was such a great couple on the show.
Artie Bucco.
Yeah, Artie Bucco, a wonderful actor.
Amazing, yes.
Ventimiglia, I'm saying everybody on the show was so wonderful.
It was
so
fantastic,
terrific.
especially this guy. Do you see the guy next to him?
Oh, that's Uncle Junior. That's
Uncle
me.
Junior. Does it look familiar?
That looks familiar. Yeah, we took that. Oh, I remember when we took that.
It was in an art gallery of some
Yes.
kind. I'm trying to remember what kind of event that was. But
Yeah.
a bunch of the Sopranos cast was there.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was.
That had to be about 20 years ago, wouldn't you say?
It's more than that. That
Yeah?
was like 2002, 2000. Of course, the Friars Club. I became a friar in 2000. I don't remember.
Really? Oh
So
boy.
that must have been 2000. So
But
that's
I don't
26 years ago.
I don't think that was in the Friars Club.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
no. I remember it being in an art gallery, kind of a space. It was an interesting event.
But I probably knew you from the Surprise where we met.
Yeah.
Federico. He was so good as a hitman. He was so believable.
Yeah,
He was
Furio.
actually born in Naples,
Yes, I know. I still see him. He's one of the few people that I see fairly often.
He was wonderful on the show, and also he's a great artist. Great artist. And who do we have here?
Dr. Melfi,
Ah. Oh, yeah. Who's the other lady?
Daniela Rich. That was an event.
Oh,
Do
okay.
you know the name? Denise Rich, the socialite?
Yeah, oh, yeah. I remember Denise, yeah.
So that's her daughter,
Oh,
Daniela
okay,
Rich,
yeah.
who wanted to do comedy, and I wrote her act.
Right.
Daniela Rich was performing for quite a while. That was an event out in the Hamptons.
Right, yeah.
And what was Dr. Melfi's real name? I don't remember. I'm blanking on her
Oh,
name.
Lorraine Bracco.
Lorraine Bracco.
She did a
Yes,
great job
absolutely.
with Dr. Melfi.
Lorraine
I loved her
Bracco.
on the show.
So pretty too.
They knew their chops, boy.
That's why it was one of the best shows of all time.
It seemed real.
Everybody
You
says
couldn't
that.
tell they were acting.
One of the best shows of all time.
Yes.
One of the few shows that I would just come home just to watch. Unbelievable.
Gotta get easy.
How did you get the part? Would you tell me that? How did they find you?
They couldn't find an Uncle Junior because they couldn't find an Italian American old enough to play it. But I think it was George Ann Walker and Susan Jaffe who said this
Sheila
guy-
Jaffe, yes. I went to high school with her.
Susan?
Yeah, no, Sheila Jaffe.
Sheila Jaffe,
Yeah.
sorry. Sheila Jaffe and
Christine Walken.
Georgianne Walken.
No, Georgianne
Georgianne
Walken was Chris Walken's wife, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
They were married. I think it was Sheila who said, there's an actor that was in Godfather 2. I don't know his name, but he may be old enough now to do the thing. That's how they looked up and they called me in to audition. That's how I got it.
And how fun was it doing that show? Was it amazing?
Oh, the show itself was, it was I took it very seriously, obviously, and there was a seriousness. You could feel that the vibrations on the show. Everybody, but there was a sense of camaraderie. I can't explain it. We all knew we were in a hit show, and a lot of us were just actors and who needed the job.
Mm-hmm. Did you know it right away that it was going to be such a big hit?
No.
Did you have a feeling?
David was surprised too.
Really?
He was very surprised, and so they got a bunch of writers together, and they holed up in the Fitzpatrick Hotel on 56th Street in Lexington Avenue because it was a hotel nobody would know about. It's a very small hotel, and they bought the whole top penthouse, and he would spend days there writing the show.
Wow.
That's how they did the first few episodes. Yeah. Then they moved in. Then when they had more money, they did their own thing.
Did you ever change any of the scripts? Like when you saw your part, was it strictly
that would
from
be
the
a
script?
shanda, as they say in
Yeah.
Italian.
Yeah, right. It's a great Italian word, a shanda.
Yeah. But you didn't do that, else you don't work anymore.
Really? See, that's very interesting. Some shows they let you improvise, but
No.
other shows they want you to do right from the
Every period
script.
count, every comma.
Well, they had great
That's
writers.
the way I looked at it. Yeah.
They had great writers.
Oh, it had some great writers. Yeah.
How many years did that show go? From 1998, right? It started.
It started 1999 to 2008. 10 years basically.
And where did they shoot it? In Astoria?
They shot it at the Silver Cup Studios, and then when they went to New Jersey, they did locations in New Jersey. But basically, Silver Cup Studios. Sex and the City was going on at the same time.
Amazing.
And I was living on 89th. They would pick me up in the morning. In 10 minutes, I'd be at work. What a lucky break.
Fantastic. And you were so wonderful. You were one of the best characters on the show, Dominic. Really. And so now, you know what I want to show you?
Yeah.
I want to show you my film, I Am Woody, about the mob boss who's obsessed with Woody Allen.
Let's go.
Okay.
You go ahead of me.
Yeah, let me get a shot of you. There you go. You got good aim.
I love it.
Yeah.
There's so many kids.
You
in my
use your cane instead of
my building. So
instead
many
of
kids.
kicking.
300